MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series. Drawing closer to the start of Game 1, let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Trey Turner goes down for the first out of the game. Simmons has it. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting third, the right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Yeller.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian start. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Mets, the shortstop.
First pitch on its way.
Simmons.
Fouled off. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. On the ground to the right side. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
No outfielder.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. And there's a base hit on the line.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, batting averages are much better 1-0 in a count than they are when the count is even. They opted to go with a pitch out to lead off the at-bat, and it obviously cost them. No real damage done yet, but now they've even got a tougher situation to deal with.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. But this is speared by the first baseman, and he'll take it to the bag for the out, and there's your unassisted double play. As we begin the second in New York, here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather conditions.
Well, Matt, the grounds crew members that I talked to prior to the game said the weather we're experiencing right now is expected to move on as the game progresses. They said they'll put extra effort into keeping the field dry until this rain dies down. But despite it being a little wet at the moment, we should get this one in uninterrupted.
Heidi, thanks. And Dero, I'll send this one to you. As an infielder, these are games that can really challenge a player. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman Matt Olson. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting 6.
And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Fouled away. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, he was a 28th round selection back in the draft of 2019.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Here's Chris Bryant now. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw. 2 hits in 7 tries. He's taken him deep once. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Kershaw is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, it becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Chris Bryant is retired leading off the bottom of the 2nd. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Batting 7th, the first baseman, Paul.
Stepping up now, Paul Goldschmidt will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Hard on the ground towards short. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. And big trouble as this gets to the wall now. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Batting 8th.
Boy, Dero, you feel like a pitcher there. You caught a break. That one off the wall. That should definitely have been extra bases.
Yeah, as a teammate, you can handle the physical mistakes. It's the mental mistakes that grind you. And right there, he has to be standing on second base. No excuses.
Don't you feel that you have to be thinking extra bases as soon as you hit that
right
ball
out of the
there?
box, you know.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Yelich is there, makes the catch, and the side is... And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Cole, or the Cole train as he's frequently called. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the draft of 2019.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
He'll try again, 1-2. Here's Simmons at short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low. There's a fastball on the inner 3rd taken for a strike. Up high, 2-1 now. Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone. 2-2. The 2-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Real Muto is after it. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. So striding forward now, number 38. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings, but now all of a sudden they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Striding into the box, Garrett Cole. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw.
The pitcher, Garrett.
Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. Softly hit to short. And he's set down, 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in, one of the best 2-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. And it's fouled away. Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Stepping up to the plate, Tommy Pham. He reached on a single in his first try. This is in the air out to right field. After it is Yelich. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Mets go down 1-2. Now in the box, David Dahl. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
2-0 now. This is line to left. Pham is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Fouled off. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
0-1.
1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies.
0-2.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. That misses. 1-2.
1-2.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Fouled away.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Now at the plate, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
The second baseman, DJ.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. Popped up. Albies on the move. Throw just in time as they get him by an eye-left. But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
The Mets have decided to challenge.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
First base has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Here's big Aaron Judge. High and deep to right center. Springer looking up, and they take the lead. It's gone.
I know he's he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Into the box, Chris Bryant. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Springer to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now
ready for another chance. Ketel Marte. Kershaw looks in. First pitch on the way. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Olsen fields it cleanly. So two are gone in the Mets half of the fourth. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he will run this one down in right center. A tough L. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. One example he brought is the number of at-bats that have gotten to a full count today. That number being 0. He said that stat alone shows that
leading off the third baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Line drive, base hit to right.
No, he's safe.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there.
The batter,
Hammer job.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Into the box now, Ozzie Albies. Guess he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Albies just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
Now batter.
Coming to the plate now, number 38. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. A ball and no strikes. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get...
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Gone into the upper tank. A 2-run blast. To straight.
3. 4. Take the base. 3. Out. Take out. 3. Out. You're out. 3. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. Out.